Many people in this town and many people around the country wonder, where does health care end up in this equation as the president puts jobs at the forefront of his agenda? I know from our Ed Henry, you guys had a meeting Friday afternoon at the White House to talk about next steps when it comes to health care. I want to talk about that, but first I want to remind you of something your friend David Axelrod, the senior advisor of the president, said here 5 weeks ago.
We're way deep in the red zone, man. We're right on the 1 yard line.
Right on the 1 yard line. That was 5 weeks ago, before the Massachusetts special election. The Pro Bowl is today. The Super Bowl is next week. To continue the football metaphor, when turnovers in the playoffs cost you, you've turned the ball over a little bit here. If you were on the 1 yard line 5 weeks ago, where are you now and what next?
We're still inside the 5 yard line.
You really believe that?
Absolutely. We're one vote away in the House of Representatives from making health care a reality, health care reform a reality. Look, the problem hasn't changed, right?
The Senate, you mean? You said the House. You mean in the Senate.
Well, no, the Senate, well, the House and the Senate have passed a bill. If the House were to take up the Senate bill, that bill would then go to the president's desk. But understand this, the problem that millions of families struggle with, the high cost of health care, small businesses that can't offer the same benefit package that they could only a few years ago because of the skyrocketing cost, families fighting with insurance companies to cover their children as these insurance companies say these kids have pre-existing conditions. Those problems existed for many years. They existed before the Massachusetts election and even after the Massachusetts election. You know, if you look at some of the polling that's come out of what drove people's decision in the Massachusetts election, 70% of those interviewed said that they hoped Scott Brown, the new senator-elect, would go to Washington and be able to work with Democrats to make health care reform a reality. Only 28% wanted him to come to Washington and stop everything. Again, I think, once again, the American people are far ahead of where Washington is. I think we can get something done for the American people if we sit down and listen to each other, if we share ideas, and we work together on the priorities of the American people.